Hi there. So today I'm going to teach you how to draw a cotton candy. I just use Prismacolor Premier colored pencils. Again, you don't have to use any of these. I know when I started drawing and stuff like that, I just used like anything I had on hand. I very well might have to split this video up into maybe a couple parts, maybe a few parts, just lining maybe and then coloring as well. I might be able to do it on one video, but we'll see. Okay, so firstly, I normally start with like the shape that I kind of want to do. So for like a cotton candy, I'd say most of them are like maybe round, maybe oval shape. Sometimes oblong. They can be just kind of different shaped, but you want to break it down into like basic structures and shapes and everything like that. So I guess we'll just start right now. So firstly, I'll just do kind of like a circle-ish like that. And then I know it's kind of hard to see, but I draw quite light before I like start to darken things up, just to make sure I have the proportions right, the values right, like and things like that. So at least how I taught myself as well was to just draw light, and then if I like it, you can darken it up. So yeah. And then after this, I would probably do a kind of like a triangle, upside down kind of triangle thing for the kind of base of it, or like stick area of it. Just like that. And then after this, I might go through, make it a bit jagged in spots, because I know it's not always 100% formed. Just like that. And then I'll also do kind of like the lines for the kind of like stick portion of it as well. So I normally do mine from the right to the left to the right down. So I normally do mine like this. Just like that. And then I think possibly I might do the coloring possibly in the next video. Or you know what, never mind, I'll just do it now. So I have a couple pinks here, like a magenta and more of like a light pink, and then I also have orange. On the color wheel, orange actually brings out pink, like to make it more of a neon bright color. And then I also have just like a couple blues here, a darker blue and a lighter blue. So I think I might start with just a light pink. Again, I start with the lighter colors and then I'll work my way to the darker colors. Just for the fact of like, if you mess up, it's easier to get a darker color, like, it's easier to get a lighter color, like to darken up a lighter color, than it is to actually lighten up a darker color. Like once you put the dark color down, you're probably not going to get that to the same extent you had it previous of it being light. So I think I might just do pink, go all in here. And if it doesn't look like mine, that's fine. It's just, I know when I started drawing, I wasn't really that great at it either, but I just kept at it, and I got better and better, just kind of as time went on. And then people kind of liked my drawings a lot, so don't beat yourself up if your artwork just isn't great at first. Because I know mine was kind of like not good at first, and people would kind of like make fun of me sometimes because my work was like more kind of like eccentric, I guess. So anyways, so I do more of kind of like a light kind of shading at first for the coloring. I just do this just to put down a base, right? Yeah, I just do this to put down like a base of color, right? I don't want to go in really, really dark at first, because then, like, again, it's harder to get it to, it's harder to get it, back to what you want, like what you originally want, if it's too dark or too harsh at first. Again, this comes with time and just learning, right? Kind of want that area there to just be a bit of a highlight. Maybe okay, so now I'm gonna go in with the blue. It's just blue nuage, just a kind of like a light blue kind of Prismacolor here, and I'm gonna just go in, just kind of, again, just being very light, building up kind of. I learned this was like a few years after I started drawing and getting into colored pencils and stuff, that it's actually easier to blend if you just do light pressure at first and then just keep doing like light pressure instead of going really dark at first, because it becomes harder to blend the I guess like colored pencils have like kind of wax in them, like not wax, but they can be waxy, so it's very hard to blend if you just go down very heavy at first. And I kind of learned that a bit the hard way, but it's all in the process, I guess. Whenever I think of cotton candy, I think of going to those fairs that they put on. I know where I am, they do a couple fairs here, but And then I think I want to do a bit of pink. Maybe do a bit more pink down here. I think I might, for the lines here, I'd normally do a red, but I don't want to get up and go and get my red pencil crayon, so I think I might just do like the darker magenta here for the lines on the cotton candy, or sorry, on the stick, sorry, of it. And then what you're gonna do for the actual cotton candy portion is each layer you do, you want to actually add more pressure with your pencil crayons. So, I don't know if you can see this on camera, but each layer I'm doing, I'm getting more, adding more and more pressure, which gives you that value, right? That you want in your artwork, right? At least I do. I like it. I like how it looks. So. And you don't just have to use one color, you could use multiple, but I'm kinda, I don't know, I don't really want to use like a whole bunch of colors, at least in this one. I might though later on. I might go back in and maybe decide to add in more colors to it, maybe later on. So just slight pressure, slight more heavier pressure, kind of just each time you do a layer to your cotton candy. Just heavier pressure, or if you're gonna add in another color, start light and then can blend it in. And then down here, I might do Same thing with the blue, just go and darken up the blue. And you can also add more to the cotton candy, like if you don't really like the shape 100%, see what I'm doing and just adding kind of a different kind of shape to it slightly, but you don't have to do that. You can just go with what you originally like did. That's fine too. As you can see, it's sort of taking shape slightly. Takes time, right? I enjoy the process of drawing, right? I enjoy painting as well, so I like the process of it. I know some people don't. Just kind of want to rush to the end of it, but I know I was told back in school that I'd always rush too much on my artwork, which I would, and it would just make my artwork not, like, it would kind of destroy my potential of, like, it being a good piece, because I get to the end of it and it'd be so choppy and just, like, not great. Sorry, I lost my pink pencil there. I don't know what I did with it. Anyways, so as you can see, it's just sort of taking shape here. My pencil. Anyways, just do the magenta here. And the magenta as well, it looks almost red on camera. Like, sometimes it's harder to tell what colors really are. And also with mine, I enjoy mixing colors, so you can, with pencil crayons, you can actually, like, kind of do your own colors, so you can just mix different kind of types of colors you like. At least I know I do that with some of my drawings as well. See how you kind of want it to be like gradient, so just darker on the sides and then a bit lighter in the middle. That gives it kind of like a bit of a more realistic effect than if you just did dark all the way through. Just like that. And then I'm gonna go in with my pink pencil go. With I go in a bit with my, what is it? It's French gray, I guess, and just darken a bit on the sides here. Doesn't have to be really too realistic. back in with my maybe magenta, just a slight amount of magenta, just to darken the color a bit. See, I'm just going quite light. Just with the shading in there. I don't know if you can tell, but looks kind of nice to me. I like it. Okay, I think this concludes the cotton candy drawing. Thank you for watching. I guess like and subscribe, I guess, if you want to. If you don't, that's fine too. Anyways, thanks so much for watching.